Yo, microphone check 1, 2, what is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business. I float like gravity.
Hi, I'm Mike Clayton, head wrestling coach at Stevens Institute here in Hoboken, New Jersey. I wanted to get a few minutes to show you our wrestling room, talk a little bit about our wrestling room expansion project, and also our wrestling complex that we're starting to develop. We're in the fundraising phase for that right now, and plans are pretty much set and ready to go. So we'll give you a little bit of a feel for where the wrestling program's going, and hope you guys enjoy it. All right, this is the entryway to our wrestling center. We continue down the stairs, and we start off with a presentation area. These are the doors that go into our wrestling room, and above it we have our 5 All-American certificates, and we have a little showcase area with some trophies. We had our first team trophy at the Florida Citrus Invitational last year. The team took 3rd. All right, now we're walking into our wrestling center. You can see we've got some bleachers on the side. Nice space off the edge of the mat, so as people are walking up and down the aisles, they're not tracking dirt and stuff on the mat. Got a nice series of bikes, stair stepper. I got a great big old tire and sledgehammer, so we get to do some good tough man workouts. Got a great treadmill. I actually have hand sanitizers in 3 of the 4 corners of the room. I really believe that's a big way that we've been able to cut down on skin disease. We've got pull-up bars across the wall, which are being extended to be a little bit further out from the edge of the wall, so one of them's down for some measurements. So normally we have 5 pull-up bars across the wall. And this is kind of our records wall. Records wall has everything from wins in a season, career wins, career winning percentage, all kind of stuff like that. Conference champions, All-Americans, all that stuff's listed on our records wall. This is our video study area. You can see we got a nice big TV there, VHS, DVD player, surround sound stereo, cranks pretty good, 5 CD changer, as well as an iPod hookup. So it's a nice spot. We can bring the entire team in and study some wrestling video, right back on the mats to drill. You know, our big push here at Stevens is to make sure that our training time is as efficient and effective as possible. Our history wall, this summer we did a research project. We found our history dating back to 1919 here at Stevens. So you can see all the teams that are represented at Stevens. You can see we've got a fat head of our first wrestling All-American up on the wall. Brandon McWhinney was a 174-pounder, took 3rd in the country his senior year in 2008, and that was my first year here at Stevens. So we have an All-American wall, and anybody that earns All-American honors will get their fat head put up on the wall. What's nice too is when this wall comes down, we'll be able to expand the All-American wall, because we're hoping to start to fill this thing up pretty quick. We do have a little bit of a hole in our wrestling room wall. The mats used to be on the other side of our gym, and so now there's just a small piece that's exposed, and until we knock our wall down for the expansion, we were going to leave this piece undone. But you can see that one of the guys, his tush made it into this part. This is why we circle on the edge of the mat, and you can see he's got a butt print of one of our wrestlers right in the wall. I'm a big fan of the rings here at Stevens. Again, it's a great opportunity if you don't have full weight room facility right in your room, which we've started to build, and it's pretty nice. But you can do rings, you can do a bench with some rotational twists so you get a little bit more dynamics. You can do some triceps and spin it around. Come into some chest pulls. We can also do curls. We'll come out a little bit. We can do curl motions. We can do a little bit more for some tricep flares here. We can also do some deep flies. So you just go wide on the flies and come back. These are also good to stretch out before practice. You just bring them, pull, get a nice pull and a good stretch. So we do a lot of pre-practice maintenance for stretching, and a lot at the end of practice too, but the rings have been great. Another thing that has been kind of nice addition this summer to our wrestling room is we got some rock grips. These rock grips are pretty cool. You can do a full grip where pretty much all your fingers get in there. All the fingers are about full depth. You can do your pull-ups there. You can bring it down to mid-depth, so you can see there's only about probably the front half of our fingers fit in, but all 4 fingers. You get down, some of the guys can fit all 4 fingers in there, but it's only about the first quarter to maybe 20% of your fingertips. So if you're doing all 4 fingers, or if you even get to the point where you're doing 2 or 3 finger pull-ups, you can crank a little pull-up in there, really work on that finger grip strength. Again, we're trying to be as efficient as possible. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that the guys, cradle grip, different things like that, they're really going to be training themselves in a smart way. So we'll talk you through a lot of the different expansion options. Right here is going to be the expansion of the wrestling center. So you see we'll be able to blow out this wall, extend the wrestling mats out almost another half mat here, and then we'll be able to put our takedown dummy, a punching bag, and some different stuff for some mixed training. And then you can see this is the hallway that we were just looking down to go into the coach's office. And the team room, locker room area down here, some storage, hanging area for our singlets and warm-ups. And then the guys will just be able to come down the hall, and they'll have their showers and restroom facilities right there. So it's in the works. Just want to say thanks a lot for checking us out here on njwrestlingtournaments.com. And if you guys need anything, hit us at stevensducks.com. We've got our fall wrestling clinic on November 1st. That's a Sunday right here in our wrestling center. And we're expecting a great turnout. We've got two-time All-American Jerry Rinaldi, four-time Iowa State champion, four-time Div I qualifier CJ Ettelson, myself, and then our grad assistant John Minardi, who is a high school All-American and an NCAA qualifier at Hofstra. All going to be doing some great technique that day, and of course the whole Stevens team. We've had great turnout the last 2 years, and we're looking forward to just packing the house that day. And also on October 17th, we're having a comedy night right here at the DeBon Auditorium on campus, and all the proceeds are going to Stevens Wrestling, and a share will go to the Habitat for Humanity. So again, we look forward to having more contact with everybody out there in the wrestling world. See you soon.